demons. Made a pact with you and God. If you don't move, I swear to you, I'm gonna make you. Do you need me? Do you need me? Do you need me? Do you need me? When the first officer arrived, it happened to be the high school bully of your brother. When you finally recognized, you felt some guilt that you had even let him touch you. Well, can you hear me? What's your name? You could not speak, just laid amazed at all the damage. And as the high school's letting out, well, all the kids are saying the same thing that they used to. It's an alien. It's an alien. It's an alien. It's an alien. The lights were low enough, you guess. Hospital food, there's never enough medication. The doctor asks about your ears. He said your mom said you were made from a revelation. The revelation never scares. No, your fear came from your drunken dad and a pair of scissors. Were you just finally letting go? Or did you mean to take out all those people with you? Did meet you? Did meet you? Did meet you? Did meet you? Oh, I didn't meet you. 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 Well, time is here to take the last amendment and believe it on your own. Well, time is here to take you by the hand and leave you there alone. And you won't ever, time has come to take the last commandment and to carve it in your stone. And you won't ever, time has come to take you by the hand and leave you there alone.
Manchester Orchestra live on Not a KGSR from our Dell Music Lounge. The album is called A Black Mile to the Surface. You will find them tonight at Stubbs. The other night you were in Tampa.
Yes.
Then last night in Houston.
Yes.
This is Narrowly Escaped the Storms tour, I suppose. But I think it gives you an interesting perspective on what's going on right now.
No doubt, yeah, being right in the thick of it. It's one of the awesome things about being a musician and having the ability to have a community of people could come together and share a moment of, even if it's a moment of distraction, and just some community in it. Houston had already, obviously been heavily affected, and Tampa was sort of on its way. So yeah, it was really crazy to see just the difference. And sort of Tampa was a little bit more of like the end of the world's coming, let's all get rowdy, and Houston was definitely more like this, we're reserved and we needed this kind of vibe. So yeah. And
you guys did a limited edition T-shirt that went to relief efforts.
Yeah, the Houston Food Bank. Yeah, we just felt that was the least we could do,
Yeah, I mean, you're traveling the country in a bus, just sort of, I guess, getting to see these places that you get to leave.
Yes.
But at the same time, when I hear about these places on the news, they're not places that I've necessarily been. You have that unique perspective, I guess, from the...
Yeah, exactly. We're grateful we're safe too, but yeah, like you said, it just puts it all into perspective. It puts the fact that we're in a rock band into perspective, and how silly that can seem at times. But bands and there we came, that the show still happened, and that, like they said, we really needed this night. It's like the night before we were there in Houston, I guess Switchfoot and Lifehouse were there, and I feel like as far as just positivity, those are the two best bands that you could have had. We're more depressing.
See, for me, a Switchfoot Lighthouse concert
that's bad for you.
would be a sign of the apocalypse, yeah. If you found me at one of those. Speaking of apocalyptic, I've been wanting to say this all day. Farting corpses.
Yeah.
Farting corpses are the centerpiece of the Swiss Army Man movie.
In a sense, yeah.
That you folks scored.
Mm-hmm.
That was a game changer for Manchester Orchestra, though, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it opened up a whole new set of tools to paint with, and colors for how we were able to incorporate sonic landscapes into our records. And so yeah, it sort of, when it came time for A Black Mile to the Surface, we realized we were going to have to sort of make two albums at the same time, and one of those albums being, what is the album and the setting, and how does it sound when it's sound when there's sunshine outside, and all that sort of stuff. And then the fact that we had to do the entire score just using and Daniel Radcliffe and Paul Dano's voice, that was difficult and taught us a lot of other things as well.
But you're into making albums, and albums that feel like cohesive albums.
Hopefully, yeah.
Albums that, are inspired by the way Radiohead make albums, or the way Wilco make albums.
Yes.
That in itself, at this point, is sort of an outdated notion,
mm-hmm.
but it's also always been the driving force of rock and roll bands.
Right. So, it is in a sense, but at the same time, it's not, because you have somebody like Kendrick Lamar who's making albums like that all the time, and guys like, in hip hop it happens maybe more so than in rock at the moment. Yeah, I've never done anything that's been particularly hip at the moment, so I wasn't really worried about. Yeah, like chasing some other thing. We love albums, and like you said, like Radiohead and Wilco and Dark Side of the Moon, and there's so many. And I look at them like movies, and I look at our albums like movies too, in this catalog. So I don't think we're going to stop doing that anytime soon. And I think this record was the closest we've gotten to fully realizing, that idea.
This story is, I warn you, sort of an old man Langer story, but you and I,
yeah, we have a history.
We should share our history with people.
Yeah.
I'm on a golf cart, Lollapalooza 2004?
5.
2005. it's a mile between stages. These are long golf cart rides, and sometimes the golf cart veers into what we call Gen Pop. So we're in Gen Pop. This guy jumps on a golf cart back next to me.
I'm 11.
You're basically 11. Manchester Orchestra exist at that point?
We played, yeah.
You did play?
We played the
I
played the BMI tent, but we were the first band on, and no one knew who we were. So you know, we technically played.
Oh, see, I like the story better when you were just there as a
Okay, cool.
patron.
Let's take that again.
Okay.
No, we didn't play.
We jump on a golf
I'll tell you
cart.
this: you certainly didn't care that I played.
I'm still not sure I'm entirely interested.
Right back in.
You jump on that golf cart.
We've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It doesn't. I remember it now in a sense.
Yeah. I was just a lost boy. I remember asking you, like, do you know how I can get to the front of, like, artist registration? I don't know where I am. And you're like, I was like, what do you do? You're like, well, I'm a writer. I was like, who do you write for? And he lists, like, every cool, you know, magazine on earth. I was like, cool, man. I'm in a band. All right, get out of my way, kid.
And that may have been how it went down. But he remembers my name, and then a couple years later, you're playing places like Stubbs, you're at Waterloo Records doing an in-store, a friend of mine is managing you, and it's, hey, this guy you met once wants to meet you again.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And here we are. Yeah. We
but-
kept running into each other at Lollapalooza. Like,
Yeah.
every few years we would play. We'd play a bigger stage.
His passes
You'd
got
care
better,
a little
mine
more.
didn't. Yeah. So, anyway, Stubbs tonight, Manchester Orchestra. Like I said, a very small handful of tickets at c3concerts.com that you can still get. A Black Mile to the Surface is the album. And once again, live on KGSR, Manchester Orchestra.
Thanks, Andy. I love you anymore. You've become my ceiling. Well, I don't think I love you anymore. That gold mine changed you. You don't have to hold me anymore. Our cave's collapsing. Well, I don't wanna be me anymore. My old man told me you don't open your eyes for a while. You just breathe that moment down. 40 miles out of east, still in north, and my old man's heart attack. And I believed you were crazy. You believe that you love me. Well, I don't want to bark here anymore. The Black Hills, the collie, it wasn't really dangerous for us. We just catch you coughing. But what the hell are we gonna do? A black mile to the surface. Well, I don't wanna be here anymore. It all tastes like poison. You can't open your eyes for a while. You just breathe that moment down. 40 miles out of home stake, and I'm trying to translate you again. And I believed you were crazy. You believe that you love me. You and me, we're a daydream. So lose your faith in me. Ooh. eyes for a while, you just breathe that moment down. You can't open your eyes for a while, you just breathe. And I believed you were crazy. You believe that you love me. You and me, we're a day drink. So lose your faith in me. So lose your faith in me. Oh, lose your faith in me. Thank you. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk to you guys. So afterwards, we'll say hello. This is gonna be our last song. Thank you all so much for coming, spending your day with us. We appreciate it a ton. Oh, I wanna watch it all fall until it's dark. You both look exactly the same at night. I'd arranged the bed like crosses, watched them fall into the floor. Made me stop and forget what we were fighting for. It's like everything that I ever have imagine's coming true today. Well, there is a cost, my friends, for living out some other dream to bind a consequence. It comes and goes in seasons around here. I thought again, there's nothing left around to yield a sorry ignorance. If I do let go, I hope you never see. There is no one there that's waiting after me. And I hope if there is one thing I let go, it is the way that we go. So now I hope if there is one thing that we know, from the way that you and I will wander off, so we won't become a lifeless load that wanders round and hopes for sorrow. That I know, that I know, that I know, that I know. Thank y'all. Have a great day.
Manchester Orchestra live on 93.3 KGSR. I joked earlier that I wasn't interested, but in all seriousness, having done this for a long time in this room, every once in a while, somebody proves that this room separates the men from the boys, because it does. I mean, there's not much going on in here. We call it the Dell Music Lounge. It seems fancy, but it's a conference room. And every once in a while, somebody cuts through and really proves themselves here, and this was one of those days. So, so we appreciate you doing this. Appreciate this live audience. The album is called A Black Mile to the Surface. Stubbs this evening, c3concerts.com for those tickets, and we want at Dell, at Odell Brewing Company, and Dang Bon Me, who fed our studio audience today. That's it from the lounge today. Thanks again to Manchester Orchestra. I'm going to throw it back downstairs to myself.
All right. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you, guys. That was easy.